Black Panther is white genocide propaganda because the
Black Panther was made for black people, and if you're white and you see this movie, that means that you're...
I am offended by this movie because I love to get offended even if it doesn't matter!
Stop it. Stop being the worst. I saw Black Panther. It was good. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't terrible. But in today's society, you're not allowed to like a movie whether or not it was a good movie. You have to judge it on whether it aligns with your political agendas. So first I'm going to talk about stupid opinions and politics, and then I'm going to talk about the movie, because it's a movie review. Black Panther's a dumb comic book movie, but of course people have to, insert their own political whatever's into it and get offended over nothing. If you are on the side that is saying that this movie is social justice warrior propaganda, what the hell are you talking about? A lot of people's opinion is that this movie is anti-white people and that black people are superior? There are real people that believe this, and my opinion on that is, what? There are also people that are saying that this movie was made for black people, so if you're a white person that sees it, you're a racist. What? Huh? There are also people saying that this movie is racist in itself, and that it's a bad representation of black people. Like, nobody's gonna see this movie and be like, you know what, all black people are superheroes. The arguments about this movie are just so convoluted and stupid, to the point where it's really funny. Black Panther, it was good. It was a generally solid movie. I enjoyed it, I had fun. I went in with pretty much no expectations, really low expectations. It's another dumb comic book movie. Marvel knows what they're doing, it's really hard for them to mess up. So I watched it, I enjoyed it, I thought it was fun. I did have my issues with it, but most of those issues are nitpicks, because I'm an asshole and I hate having fun. The main thing I have to say is that visually, it was beautiful. I love the combination of African culture and like crazy sci-fi stuff. I thought that the look of it was totally crazy, and it looked amazing. The colors, the costumes especially, were awesome. The visual effects people are complaining about, which I totally agree with. It's black or white for this. There's either a special effect that's super good, or like a cartoon. I really like the characters. We've already seen BoJack Chadwick Boseman. Wow, that was something. We've already seen him as Black Panther in Civil War. He was good, kind of a wet noodle. He's better now. The badass bald chick with like the spear, there was like, I thought she was pretty cool. Michael B. Jordan as the villain, I really did like. I think Marvel has a huge villains problem, and like Loki's really the memorable one. I think the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming is the other one I really like. He had a genuine goal that wasn't just, I'm gonna destroy Black Panther. He was a three-dimensional character, he has a good backstory. He has some points that you genuinely agree with, and you're like, who should I agree with? Black Panther or Killmonger? I mean, you go to Black Panther because then he gets into all the kill all the white people stuff. Okay, now I see why people are saying it's white genocide propaganda. Yes, the bad guy, the villain, the antagonist, wants to kill all the white people. There's a reason he's the bad guy in this, you know that, right? And he's like, you know what? Wakanda has some great technology and it deserves to be shared with the world. You're like, yeah. And then he dials that up to 11 and is like, you know what? We're gonna kill all the white people. And then you're like, I don't know if I agree with that. His plan is like totally absurd though. He's like, he's gonna just give a bunch of weapons to all the black people and then they're gonna kill all the white people. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. I feel like if you give people the weapons, they're just gonna be like, pass, I'm alright. I don't really wanna, kill all the white people. It's not really my thing. I'm alright though. You go ahead. Like, nobody's gonna agree to do that, so his plan's kind of dumb. Forrest Whitaker is in this movie for about 2 minutes. He plays Saw Gerrera from Rogue One, where he spouts a bunch of exposition, and then he... Daniel Kaluuya is in this movie. He's from Get Out and Black Mirror. I liked him in both. This movie, he's kind of a wet noodle, but like, it's okay, because he had a cool beard and like face dots, so that's cool. Oh right, his sister is like, I'm not really sure what she is. She's like a princess, doctor, technology, genius, healer, physician, warrior. She's everything. She's basically everything. I thought she was pretty funny. She was a good character. There was one part that she did that was possibly the worst part of the movie that gave me a little bit of an aneurysm. This is basically how the scene played out. Oh, I'm just walking and I have shoes on. Oh yes, I have one question for you. Don't do it. Don't say it. What a dog! We got Andy Serkis back as the guy that was in Age of Ultron. He got his arm cut off. He's awesome in this movie. I loved him. He's an incredible actor. I loved him in this movie. He was totally insane. Martin Freeman was in this movie. You got Bilbo Baggins and Smeagol reunited. Cute couple. I like Martin Freeman in this with this goofy American accent. I thought it was totally funny. He was fun. He was enjoyable. Here's a quote from Martin Freeman I thought was so funny. In response to being asked what it felt like being one of the only few non-black actors on set, Martin Freeman said, "You think this is what black actors feel like all the time?" I don't know, I find that really funny. See, in all the other movies, you got the token black guy. You got Birdman, token black guy. Rhodey, token black guy. But in this movie, you got Martin Freeman, token white guy. Really flipping the genre on its head, Marvel. Nice. There was a few little things that were totally weird. Black Panther's dad in the dream sequences was like kind of touching, but then you can't help, it was so distracting to see this guy and his goofy looking eyes. It's like, right? I think the actor's like a glass eye or something. So one of his eyes is like looking that direction, and the other one is looking down there, and it's like, what? I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash from this because people are praising the soundtrack for being different, and it is different. I really like the inclusion of like the African drums and everything. It really gives Black Panther a new feel for the soundtrack. But then you have other songs where it's just like a normal stock orchestral song, and then they go. I like Kendrick Lamar. I don't find anything wrong with him. I just think these weird rap beats just come out of nowhere in the movie and then just stop. And you're like, what was the point of that? I don't know. I don't really particularly like that. Okay, another thing was the action sequences were insanity. I think they were well choreographed, but the person who was filming it was like, you know what? We'll make this more intense. Shaking the camera. Because, you know, if you want to make an action scene more intense, just shake the camera like crazy out of nowhere. Like at the beginning, right, there's like 15 people all standing up, and then 10 seconds and 400 cuts later, and they're like all over the place. Everybody's down. You're like, I guess they went down. It's totally disorienting and like crazy, and you have no clue what the hell is happening. So then you have like the final fight sequence. Daniel Kaluuya is there, and then he stands up on a rock and blows the shofar. Then he does that, and then all these rhinos coming in. And I'm watching this, and there's like giant rhinos that literally come out of nowhere. Like they came from away from the city. I don't know what happened. And all these rhinos are like, I'm just like, that was my actual reaction in the theater. Because these rhinos come out of nowhere, and then they start like hitting people and stuff, and I'm just like, what? What's happening? And they're like, oh no, the bad guys are gonna win. And then out of nowhere, the gorilla people come. I can't say gorilla people. The people that are associated with the gorillas that bark like dogs come in, and then they fight and then scare away all the the bad Wakandans. Woo, we won, yeah! And you win, and it's like, yay! And it's a fun movie. It's a good movie, you know? It's a fun. I have my issues with this movie. I think that it has a lot more style. It's different from a lot of other Marvel movies. It's not the best Marvel movie, and for anybody that says it's better than The Dark Knight, hell no. I think it's a good movie. I think it's a solid movie. I had fun with it. It's not the best Marvel movie, in my opinion. And if you hated the movie, like absolutely hated it, go into the comments and write me a 10-paragraph essay. If you thought it was better than The Dark Knight, please tell me why. I have no clue why you would think that. If you think this movie is racist, go in the comments, because I want to redo what I did in the Last Jedi video. If you ever want to have a fun time, go over to the comments there, because it is crazy. It is crazy over there. There's like 3,000 comments, and they're all calling me like racists and a pig, and there's people fighting. It's a bloodbath. So I want to have that down in my comments, because that's what my channel's about, having a conversation. I mean, honestly, I am kind of getting sick of these Marvel movies. Don't get me wrong, they're good, but like at some point I'm just like, eh. Like, I know even the Marvel movies are good, but I want a different type of blockbuster eventually. But, you know, Infinity War is coming soon, and once Infinity War happens, we're gonna have no more superhero movies, right? Huh? Oh. Yay!